Hello, good morning and welcome to our end of year reward worship for the year 2020-2021. It's all a bit strange today. We've come in a little bit sombre maybe today, not as many big smiles as we used to. And then we've got our reward worship, and in the hall there's me, Mrs. Molyneux and Mr. Harris, and that's it. So we can't have all our parents in, all the classes, which is a real shame, but I thought it was really important that we still marked the brilliant work that has been done across our school this year by having our normal rewards. Before we start, I'm just going to light the candles. And I'm going to light the candles in the name of the Father, and in the name of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Before we get on to the rewards, I thought I'd just have a talk about what happened last night. Unfortunately, England were unsuccessful. I think they played a brilliant first half and ran out of steam a bit in the second half, and maybe some different decisions could have been made and things would have been different. I know that lots of you will be feeling really sad today. I've seen Mr. West, I've seen Miss Davis. You ought to see them. They are really, really sad, and that's okay. There is no problem with feeling sad because England lost. What we need to do, though, is to remember they played as well as they could. They have shown endurance to the end to get to that final. And we've had lots of years where we've not even qualified for some of those competitions. So to get to that point is amazing. What's really important, though, is yes, we've lost, is that we don't act like some people have been acting already, and they've been on Facebook and they've been on social media and they've been saying really horrible things about the 3 young men who missed their penalties. Those people obviously have never been in the same pressure and had to take a penalty. To volunteer to take a penalty in that situation, I think, takes true bravery. So actually they should be applauded and not have people being mean. And you know what? Some of them are being mean because of the colour of their skin, and that is wrong. And I hope you all join with us and say, do you know what? Jordan Sancho, Marcus Rashford and Bukayo Saka, you are heroes to us because you stood up when your teammates didn't want to. So I think they have got Christchurch spirit in them, so we should be celebrating them, not knocking them. So don't worry about feeling sad. It's normal. We'll get over it over time, especially on Wednesday when we get into our fun day, non-uniform, all the fun of the fair almost on our school field, and everybody will be invited. Right, we're going to start with some of our rewards. Usually we'd have a reward trip, and that would have taken place on Friday this week, but we're still not allowed to, unfortunately, due to the COVID spread. So instead, we're going to have everybody joining together on our field, in our bubbles, having picnics and having a real fun day. So I'm going to head over here where I've got my lists, and I'm going to start with our 100% attendance. So, our 100% attendance is taken from March the 8th, and that was when we all returned to school, sort of normally, after yet another lockdown. And first of all, I'm going to start off in nursery. And the following people, you've got a certificate waiting for you in your classrooms. And it is Maya, Bentley, Layla, Mia and Niall. So well done you nursery kids, brilliant. I'm looking forward to you being in 100% of the time each year and seeing how many years of perfect attendance you can have. Into reception now, we've got Canny, Amelia Rose, Letty, Gracie Lou, Sophie, Madeline, Trinity, Isaac Main, Neymar, George, Cody, Manoa, Ethan, Georgia May and Isabel Waring. What a great list in reception. Well done kids, that is awesome every single day. I like it. Here we go then, into year 1 now. Year 1 obviously, it's a bit strange. You've still got your 100% even though you're having to isolate at the moment. Because if you have to isolate, it doesn't go against you. It's not your fault that the government have said you have to stay at home. So, in year 1, we have Charlie and Maisie and Harvey and Gabriel and Rex and Harrison and Jaheim and Francesca. We also have Angel and Phoebe and Elma and Amelia and Amber and Bethany and Jessica. So well done. I've just realised I'm hoping Mr. Harris is being able to keep up with me as I'm doing this. He is, he's giving me the thumbs up. Right, into year 2. Wow, this is a big list. You are obviously loving school, you lot. We've got Isabel and Hugo and Alexa and Oliver and Lilia and Isabel and Frankie and Vincent and Daisy and Grace and Austin and Jessica. Well done, year 2. Brilliant show there, well done. Moving on to year 3, we've got Owen and Charlie and Molly and William and Janor. We have Marissa and Luke and Lucas and Olivia and Jimmy. I'm starting to notice the family names coming through as we read our lists. Into year 4, wow, it's a long list again. We've got Ivana and Sophie and Chloe and Ryan, Javan and Everett and David and Corey Lee. We've got Oliver and Rion and Lexi Jade and Harrison and Chelsea Lee and Ollie and Ethan and Michaela too. Well done all of you year 4s, brilliant job. Into year 5, we have Tiana and Lexi and Jessie and Bradley, Charla and Maya and Libby and Ronnie. We've got Jeremiah and Ita, Michael and Jessica, Jack and Olivia, Addie and Avril. Year 5, brilliant, great number of you there. Good practice, ready for year 6, because that's when all the action starts for you guys. And then we go into our year 6. And we have Theo and Gabriel and Miley and Layla Page and Millie May and Angel. And Paige and Ellie and Millie and Baraka, another Angel, and Lexi and Kyle Thompson to finish. Well done all you year 6s. That 100% attendance since March is fabulous. So that's all of our 100%ers. So you imagine you would have all been going on the coach with us and we'd have been going off somewhere nice for the day. But we'll do it instead on Wednesday and we'll do it on our field instead, won't we? Right, our first award now, our independent thinkers. And I'm just going to have a little look. Where is it? Oh, I've even put it in the right place. Independent thinkers. Each of you will receive a trophy and a certificate. And your teachers have had to work out who in your year group deserves each of these. So our independent learner, sorry, not thinker. So somebody who gets on and doesn't keep going up to the teacher saying, I can't do that. They really sort of get into their work. So we're starting in reception. And it says, reception independent learner goes to Brooke Devi. It says, Brooke amazes me every day with her independence in the classroom. She applies all of the skills she is being taught to new tasks. Superb, well done Brooke, how amazing. Into year 1. And the year 1 recipient is Phoebe Randall. And they say, for always just getting on and giving every job 100%. Phoebe can always be relied upon to give her all on her own to any task. Well done, Phoebe, I like that, getting on with your work. Into year 2, we have Avneet Gill. And they say, for always applying your new learning independently and producing fabulous pieces of writing. Well done. An author of the future, I believe, Avneet. Into year 3, and this year's recipient is Oscar Allen. And they say again in year 3, for your fantastic efforts during both remote learning and at school, you just get on with the job at hand and give it your all. I like it, Oscar, and I like that nod to what happened earlier this year about learning from home as well. Okay, into year 4. That's wrong, because I've just noticed the name, and that person left 2 years ago. So let me have a look. How have I managed that? Goodness me. Right. Mr. Harris is quickly changing it. And a year 4 pupil Is he doing it? Can you do it? Done it. Okay. Pardon? Michaela Williams. You might have heard that now. The Year 4 winner is Michaela Williams. It had got somebody from 2 years ago, 3 years ago actually, because they left last year, that was on there. That was my fault when I was making my PowerPoints. I knew I should have sent it to Mrs. Molyneux to check. It says, for always challenging herself, asking for extra work and completing it. What a great learning behaviour you have, Michaela Williams. Well done you. Into Year 5. And I know this was a hard-fought decision, but this year's recipient is Shalako Broadhurst. And Miss has said, this is for your amazing effort in all lessons. Shalako has shown a growing independence in all lessons. At times he has even worked into his break time to finish his writing. Wow. Excellent, Shalako. Good to hear. Keep working hard, young man. And into Year 6, our final independent learner is Myron. It says, for always trying to improve his work. Myron, you enjoy working on your own and take great care when completing your work. You always ask for extra time to make the improvements you want. Myron, your new school are lucky to be having you, and the way that you are so independent and the dedication you show to your learning. So well done. So in the classes, all of our independent learners, a round of applause please. Moving on to our citizen. So again, they will receive a little trophy and a certificate. So the citizen, this is, I like to call this the good egg. This is the pupil who is just always there for their friends. They are a really good person at heart. Okay, so we're starting in reception. And this year it's going to Harneet Gill. Wow, the girls, well done. And this is for working hard and always showing our Christchurch values. Brilliant, well done, Parneet. Show those values daily. I like it. Into Year 1, Jessica Whitton. You are the citizen. It says, Jessica is a fantastic friend to those around her, always offering a helping hand or a hug if someone is upset. That's really nice, Jessica. I like that. Into Year 2, and it's Jessica Wilkes. It says, you are a super friend to all, whether it is on the playground or in the classroom. You are always thinking about how to make Christchurch a better place. Well done, Jessica. That gappy grin makes us all smile, and with your sense of humour too. Into Year 3, Marissa Schultz. You are the citizen. It says, you are a shining example of kindness and generosity, a fantastic friend to all. Well done. And I've noticed since you joined us this year, Marissa, you are that super friend to everybody. Into Year 4, and our Citizen Award goes to Finley Moe. It says, Finley is a wonderful young man who is always looking out for others to see how he can help, jumping at the chance to give them a hand. A superb example. Well done, Finn. I couldn't say it better myself. You are always helpful, always there for everybody. Into Year 5, the citizen is Josie Lee Evans. And it says, Josie Lee is always so kind, caring and helpful to those around her. Nothing is ever too much trouble. She is a shining star with a lovely big grin too. Well done, Smiler. Josie Lee, our citizen for Year 5. And finally into Year 6. And this year's recipient is Keely Newbold. And it says, Keely is one of the kindest and most caring members of the class. She offers to hand out books, stationery, support others with their work, and pretty much helps out in every way possible. Thank you, Keely. I think, Keely, you are a teaching assistant of the future, if not already doing the job in that classroom already. So well done, Keely. In the classes, can you join, please? Let's give all of our citizens a round of applause. Our next award is Contribution to Christchurch. Here it is, again, a trophy for each of the winners with their certificate too. So this award is about the person who does something extra for the school maybe. It could be somebody who when we were allowed to, turned up to every single sports club or every after-school booster. It might be somebody who decided, I'm going to go and do some money for charity, whatever it might be. So, our reception award, and I think me mentioning charity, it'll be no surprise that the recipient is Isabel Waring. Isabel, and the reason for being the inspiration behind our Acorns Pyjama Day. Without you coming to and asking me, we wouldn't have raised all that money. And I have let you know, on our fun day, we are going to be joined by somebody from Acorns to say thank you for the amount of money that we've raised. So well done. Year 1, and Luca, you are the recipient. And it says, for always thinking of others, he goes above and beyond for those in need. And I remember, Luca, that you actually gave your money that you'd saved for your holiday, which you couldn't go on to, and used it to fill a shoebox for presents for those less fortunate than you. So, well deserved, young man. Into year 2, the recipient for contribution to Christchurch is Sawyer McDevitt. And it says, throughout the year, you have wowed year 2 with the hard work that you have completed at home and then brought in to share with your friends. We'll always remember the volcanic eruption on the small playground. I remember you bringing that in and that smile on your face, young man. So well done. Keep it up. Into year 3, Chase Hawkins, it's going to you. And it says, Chase, each time we have a day to raise money, you go above and beyond. You act selflessly and give generously to support your school. Awesome. And I'm sure at the Acorns you raised an amazing amount. I think, was it a raffle that Chase did and then brought in the money? It was amazing. Well done, Chase. Into year 4, Casey May Killian. And it says, you consistently go above and beyond to support and encourage those around you. You truly know what it means to live out our 6 core values. I think I agree with that one, Casey. You were always there, always looking out, just going that extra mile for everybody. Well done, young lady. Into year 5, Jessie, it's going to you. And this says, you have a heart of gold. You are always so helpful with giving out resources and supporting your class friends. It's just like having an extra teacher in the classroom. Thank you, Jessie. Jessie, you need to be asking for a pay rise, I think, young man, but well done. It's nice to hear the good that you're doing in school. And finally, into year 6, it's going to Joshua Ball. And it says, you always go out of your way to give your all and support your peers during after-school competitions and demonstrate the 6 Christchurch values, really showing what Christchurch is all about. And Josh, every morning when you've walked through these gates, since reception you've said, good morning, how are you, Mr. Davis? And that has meant the world to me, so well done, young man. Once again, join with me, please, in giving all our contribution to Christchurchers a round of applause. Our next one is the Effort Award. So again, we have a little trophy and a certificate for each of these. So the effort is quite obvious, isn't it? Somebody who works hard all the time. Sometimes, not everybody can achieve the highest scores in a test or anything like that, or be the best footballer or the best artist. However, what we always ask is that you always give your best effort. And I think this effort award is really, really important. So, in reception, the effort award goes to Teo. And it says, Teo always gives 100%, even to the trickiest of tasks. Well done, Teo. A young man who loves learning, who scoots down at breakneck speed. Well done, young man. Into year 1. The effort award goes to Maisie Baker. And it says, Maisie has fantastic self-motivation and works hard, giving 100% effort to reach her goals. Well done, Maisie. Super job. Keep working hard, even from home at the moment. Well done, you. Into year 2. Charlie Jones, you are the effort award winner. It says, Wow, you have worked unbelievably hard this year, Charlie. You have definitely earned your summer holiday. Rest up, Charlie, ready for year 3. Brilliant stuff. I love it, Charlie. I think we're all with you there. I think we're all looking forward to our holiday, but the extra work you've done has been noted. Well done, young man. Year 3, and the winner is Deborah Adatula. And it says, no matter what task is at hand, you consistently give it your all. You always push yourself to achieve and never settle for anything less. Keep aiming high. Well done, young lady. We noticed that in all your work, your verbal answers and your written work, you're always striving to improve. Well done. Into year 4, and this year it's going to Rion Lloyd. It says, since the start of the year, you have consistently given 110% effort. Not only with your work, but into developing friendships and strengthening your learning behaviours. Well done. Superb, Rion. I think a year of growing maturity from you, young lady, and it has been noted and shared. I like it. Into year 5. It's a young man who hasn't been with us that long, and it is Ethan Osborne. And it says, Ethan, you have made your first full year at Christchurch a good one. The improvements that you have made in all areas of school life is something to celebrate. Keep it up. And I couldn't agree more. Well done, young man. It's hard to settle into a new school, especially so late on, but you have done it with consummate ease. Right then. Finally, into year 6, the effort award goes to a young lady, and I think I agree with this one wholeheartedly because she's done it from day 1 in our school. It's Gracie Lee Killian. It says, Gracie Lee, you have been a fantastic role model to your peers. You always give 100% in everything that you do and have completed many additional tasks, even during lockdown. Well done, young lady. Couldn't agree more. So join me again. Massive big round of applause. Okay, so the final award is the Christchurch Champion. This can be given for absolutely anything. Teachers have to come up with somebody that they think has just shone. It could be they have shone academically, doing really well. They could have shone in sports. They could have shone just by coming in with a smile on their face and looking after others. It's up to the teachers. It's the hardest one to choose. For you guys, you get your name on this and you get to take this home for nearly a year, or until your mum says it's getting too much dust on the mantelpiece, send it back, okay? But we will ask for this one back. But you also get this one, which you get to keep forever, and you then also get your certificate. Usually, at this point, I'd be asking the teachers to come out to the front and to talk about the person. I can't do that today, unfortunately, so again, you've got to put up with my dulcet tones as we go through who are our winners. Okay, so the Christchurch Champion Award for reception. And I'm going to read out what it says about this young person, and then I'm going to try and trick Mr. Harris so that he doesn't say who it is until I've got to the end. It says, so this person has worked hard and made great progress in all areas. He or she is a maths wizard, often investigating our focused tasks even further. He or she always sets an example to others with his positive attitude, fantastic behaviour and beautiful behaviour. A bit of a repetition there. A true Christchurch champion. This award is going to Isaac Allen. Well done, Isaac. Moving on to year 1. So this person has blown us away this year. They are kind, caring and loving to those around them. A true friend to all. In class they always try their hardest, even when things are tricky, pushing themselves to be the best version of themselves. You are fantastic. And the name is Kobe Killian. Well done, Kobe. I hope you're watching at home and you thoroughly deserve that award. Into year 2. This person, it says, you have grown so much over the last year. You've shown endurance in all aspects of Christchurch life and given 100% no matter what. Your cheeky smile and kind heart has carried us through some tough days this year. You deserve to be our Christchurch champion. Well done. Daisy Reid. Well done, Daisy. What a lovely reason. I think keeping people going through really tough times is a skill and an attribute you should be proud of. Going into year 3, goodness me, we've got a real family affair going on across this. So, this person is a fantastic member of the Christchurch family, looking out for others, displaying our school values and participating in after-school activities. They set a shining example each day, always looking to follow instructions and give 110%. Keep it up. Chase Lloyd. Well done, young lady. I like it. All that hard work has been noted and thoroughly deserved. Into year 4. And it says, despite the year we've had, this person has moved from strength to strength in year 4. They always give their best efforts in all areas of the curriculum, believing in and always pushing themselves to succeed. They truly understand what it means to live our 6 core values. They are kind, thoughtful, funny, and a brilliant friend to everyone around them, always putting others' needs before their own. They have a heart of gold and will be sorely missed. Well done. Canty Broadhurst. Well done, young lady. I like it. I think those comments were absolutely perfect, and I would have been able to work out who it was just by reading them. Into year 5. And this is, for being an all-round superstar all year. Despite the lockdown, this person still managed to exceed in all subjects, and the work that they have produced on a daily basis has been fantastic. Their drive, determination and willingness to learn is a real credit. They are a wonderful friend and a role model to all too. Well done to this year's recipient in year 5. Olivia Wilkes. Well done, Olivia. I've noted all that hard work, the remote learning. You were there usually an hour before each check-in and an hour after, and it carried on when you got back into school too. Okay, into year 6. And this says, for having the most amazing year at Christchurch. The way this person has grown and developed in all areas of school life is inspiring. And this person should be extremely proud of themselves. The progress that has been made is mind-blowing. Furthermore, we have loved seeing your smile and seeing your new friendships blossom, and I am sure that they will last a lifetime. It is your time to shine, and it gives me great pleasure to say that the year 6 Christchurch champion is Angel England. Well done, Angel. Thoroughly deserved. You have been an awesome addition to our school since you joined us during that first lockdown all that time ago last summer. So well done, young lady. Please, everybody in classrooms, join with me and give a round of applause for the most amazing Christchurch champions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the staff if you could send down all the winners from your class down to the hall with an adult, and we will hand out the trophies and certificates from here so they can bring them back. Otherwise, I will drop them and break them, and I don't want to be doing that. Folks, before I leave and we end today's worship, I'd like to say some thank yous. I am very lucky that I get to lead this school, and the amount of people who actually carry this school and move it forward is unbelievable. We've got a staff of over 70 people now. That staff includes, and I can see them here, the lovely ladies who produce our lunches and our toast in the morning with, you know, setting the children up properly for their day. Without that, and the lovely ladies in the kitchen, we wouldn't be able to do it. We've got our own cleaning staff who come in several times a day. They have made sure that every single doorknob and every single toilet is pristinely cleaned at lunchtime, in the mornings and at the evening to help us to contain the COVID. We've also then have our front of house staff. So we have the ladies in the office and Mrs. Baker who You want to see how often a phone can ring in a day? It is unbelievable. The questions they've been asked, certainly when we were on remote learning they were in, when people were phoning and say, I can't get onto the Google Classroom, and they'd say, right, I'll talk you through it. They are always there and try to sort out any problems that you have, so well done. We've also got, obviously, Mrs. Bolton, who will be leaving us at the end of this term, who has been an integral part of our safeguarding team, and that link to help parents find help if they need it. Without that, we wouldn't have been able to succeed this year. But also, she was part of the team at the food bank and was able to support some of our families who are really, really struggling this year by getting food bank vouchers. So a massive thank you for that. To Mr. Pettifer, our school site manager, goodness me, what that man can't do, it's unbelievable. This week, a member of staff just mentioned they'd like a loom making, because that's what you do. We've now got a mobile loom outside, and he's made it. He spent, and year 2 will know this, every week, one of the prizes is a little pencil sharpener, and on it, he then puts something that they're interested in, so a cartoon version, and he paints it himself on a Friday morning and goes into class. He has done it every week, and then I'm pretty sure that Miss Birch says, oh, can you do me a whole class worth now? And he does it with a smile. He dresses up as Bob the Builder, among other things, so a massive thank you there. As we move through, we have got the most amazing support staff in our school. Those support staff who, when we went into lockdowns, were there on their Google Classrooms doing one-to-one sessions for children who needed some extra help. When they're in school, they are non-stop flying about, doing work, flying from one pupil to another pupil, seeing what's needed. So to all our teaching assistants in school, a massive thank you. To the teaching staff, I'm quite lucky. I'm more than lucky, and I'm proud as well that I've got the most amazing teaching staff. I'll always say to anybody who wants to work and certainly teach at Christchurch, don't come to me and say you'll go the extra mile, because you won't even get through the door. These people give the extra 26.2 miles. They run marathons daily to make sure each and every child gets what they deserve. They work stupidly long hours. Some of them are arriving at school at 6:30. Some of them are being kicked out at 6:30 the other end of the day, and then going home and doing extras as well. Without them, this school wouldn't be the school it is, and the children would not be getting the deal that they do. So to my teaching staff, a massive thank you to you as well. I then have my senior leadership team around me as well. I always laugh and joke and say that, you know, without them, I'm just the mouth, and I am just the big mouth of the school who will stand in front of a camera and not mind looking a bit of an idiot. It's the senior leaders and everybody else coming together that allow me to stand here with confidence to say we are the best school in this area because of what we do over and above. And without my senior leaders, that wouldn't be able to happen. The most important thank you is to the pupils. You make coming to work a delight. There are tough days, don't get me wrong. There are days when we might pull our hair out, and there are days when we have tears. But actually, standing on that gate in the morning and watching you come in, and how you come in with a big smile and say, "Good morning, Mr. Davis," sets me up for the day. And then when I can see you, when I'm out and about, and you come up and we have a chat, you are brilliant. Any visitor that comes to our school says you are amazing. You might not have won an award today. You are winners in my eyes, each and every one of you. So thank you. And a final one to the parents. Parents, I've got to say the last 18 months have been something I've never ever come across in my life. When I started off teacher training, I didn't think this would ever happen. It's something from a science fiction film. When I became a head, I thought you would never have to face some of the things that you have to face. Your support has been amazing. When I've had to close bubbles, I've not had people giving me a hard time. People have said, "You're doing what you're doing, Mr. Davis, just it can't be helped." When I've had to change timings, even to the point when I've said, "This morning we're coming in late because we're going to let the children watch the football." I didn't have anybody saying, what a stupid idea. You get behind us. You get behind us when we try to raise money. You get behind us when we try and drive forward. So to the parents, thank you so much. I think that is all my thank yous. I'm hoping I haven't forgot anybody, because I haven't even written it on my hands, which I usually have loads of lists. So to everybody who is part of the Christchurch family, every bit you do makes us where we are. And I always think about the cleaner at NASA, when somebody went up to him and said, what's your job? And he was sweeping the floors. And he could have said, I'm the janitor, because he's American, but he said, I help put people in space. And everybody plays their part at Christchurch to making sure that children reach their potential and have a brilliant start to their learning journey. So thank you all. My final job, I'm running out of air now. I'm going to blow out the candles, and we know that God as the Father, God as the Son, and God as the Holy Spirit will be with us and remain with us. We will have one more worship, and that will be next Wednesday. And on that Wednesday, we will be saying goodbye to a few members of staff and wishing them well on their next steps in their careers, or their next steps to retirement. They're lucky things. Right then, everybody, thank you for listening. I hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you all very soon.